that's typical. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in. So, here I am, now that they finally translated it. The final trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA with less than 20 days after release. And I believe my copy of the game has cleared, and with that in mind, it'll be here on launch day. I'd also very much appreciate if he hit 400 subs by a then, because we are this close to doing that. I mean, I really would appreciate if we got it by my launch in October. I would say that much. And so let's begin. This isn't going to be like a beat by beat breakdown of the whole trailer, but it is going to be a video where it discusses what stood out at me. I'm quite pleased with no matter what version I've seen. The footage I'm seeing is actually quite solid. I know some people might disagree. Hey, someone named Austin, for example. But whether it's the base Switch version or the Switch 2 version, I think the game looks pretty solid. And someone who excited to play hey games that came out in the original PlayStation and PS2 again, and even are making plans to get a PS5 while the year's out. I actually think it looks pretty slick, and I will reiterate that I personally do not need or want voice acting in the main games at all. I mean, I'm only put up with it in most other games if it suits the story and if it's well done. I'm not the kind of guy that wants it for the sake of wanting it in most instances. And I don't know about Empty. I mean, I don't see it as a kind of game I'll be constantly clicking, like the guide button when trying to find a secret or figure out where her enemies are hiding. And personally, I don't mind, because I think if anything, containing everything into one city hub is actually a nice plan, because it's clear that even what I'm seeing is physically larger than it was when it was the hub in Pokemon X and Y. And once again, I cannot really verify the Xenoblade comparison. Someone who has not played those games does not plan to. But the comparisons to the RGG, Over, and Persona are very much a good thing. And I don't, I would go for Time Stranger above this one. I would say as a companion game in the neighborhood of. Like anything else, any given quarter of the year will have something I'm interested in, but there's only so much I can get right away based on what I've got. That's the real reason why I cannot personally give anyone advice on what they should do, but if you're not sure about Mega Dimensions, I'd say this. I will personally wait to opt in much as I am planning on, until after I beat the main quest, until I have a concrete release date. Especially since there was notably no third version for X and Y back in the day, and instead we had other games that use its ideas and serve that purpose. I am still very much leaning towards, depending on my mood, Tepig or Totodile for my starter. Or it's how close it was for Legends Arceus as well, before I until settling on Samurott. I don't know whether it's going to be another kind of case of regional variants for the Stage 2 forms or the new Mega Evolutions, but anything is possible at this stage, I'll say that much, especially since a lot of ones that have been demanded by fans for years are finally getting theirs, potentially. And competing in online battles not going to be an issue for me, since I'm not certain, it's not really clear if you actually have to achieve a certain result. In my case, they get everybody for participating. And when all the perks on launch day, hey, it is quite pleasant to get the Ralts with the Gardevoir as well. Well, personally, and as someone who's not have a Switch 2 yet, I definitely maintain this will be like a good way to push the existing console to its limits, as well as to say make a good showcase for the new one. I mean, and since I think the game looks alright, especially as someone who does not put as much stock in routes as other people, I mean, I can appreciate hate the complexities of say a a getting tinkering with weapons or horses in Last of Us, but it's just extra to me, as is this whole supposed rumor of them finally biting into getting trophies and achievements. Again, that's by design. Just that. A rumor. Could be true, might not be. I'm one of those players old fashioned as just seeing those ideas as additive, so whenever I see a legacy game come to other systems, I'm all, no trophy support? No problem. Just like to play again, is all. And as this game still remains most anticipated of the year, I know, oh, that's fairly something given how this year is turning out to be much like the last couple. Actually, a surprisingly quality one on for her games, where even with the cost and all the business shenanigans putting a damper on it, by my own admission. And with that in mind, I'd like to give you like a funny little story about what happened yesterday when I went to Gamestop to get my Koraidon on slash Miraidon DLC code. I mean, and yes, not only did I manage to get one, the whole state, like in Oregon, from here to Portland, and distributed their entire allotment within 3 hours. I mean, I also had to who fend off two other people in line who were accusing me of trying to jump the counter, even though no, I rightly pointed out that the line's kind of turning into mush here. I mean, there's here, and also when you have 2 dozen people who, who as proportionate to two people behind the counter, it's bound to happen, and four if you include who like the FedEx people there that work on logistics. X mean because it just happened to coincide with, among other things, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, owns EA Football Club 26, and a new TCG set. And when they say they managed to get back into the black with the trading card game, and not I believe them, not just like the big three of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic, but even ones that are definitely trying to take advantage of like the market boom. Like to me, my reaction to a lot of them, even like ones like say Lorcana, is since I'm mainly into it for the art aspect, it's like the meme of Marge and the potato. I just think they're neat. It's and at the same time, the person who was almost finishing up tried to accuse me of live streaming them. I had to tell them, no, I'm just sending a message to someone else across the way who's doing grocery pickup, and even having to show him the text message and the reply I got with the cart of groceries of what I'm going to be having before and after I get my teeth out on Monday. Hey, I had to prove I wasn't lying. He stopped talking after that, which is thankfully more than I can say for other people who some people weren't even aware. Other people just got a whole bunch of them. I had to tell them I just need to hit the card. It is all right, and I may openly admit I tend to not opt into who expansions until after I beat the main quest or base game. And I am typically hey, but when people are charging up to $40, like close to an entire game, other game I experience for what's supposed to be a free piece of DLC, I know that there's a lot of logistical hiccups on the corporate side, but urging people for what's supposed to be a free event on eBay, that's where I gotta draw a line. And I could easily invoke the whole one from the office of Michael, but instead just a different Michael on my community tab, having that vintage meme. Like, stop it. Get some help. Anyway, that'll be all to say for now, and I will see you all again very soon, so take care, everyone. Mm-hmm.